Alright. We are going to do a special segment. Summer's almost over. We're going to talk about the best summer movies.
Summer is over.
No, it's not! Don't say that!
Well, it's the best of. We had to have actually seen all the summer movies to do a best of.
My skin's so good in summer. Alright. Let's go. We made a list of top 5. How do you want to do this? Just say our top 5 and then we'll debate, discuss afterwards?
I wanna debate as you're going through your list.
Okay. My number 5.
Now, are these numbered in order as how you like them?
Yes.
Okay.
My number 5, it was a toss-up between Captain America, Green Lantern, and Thor. And I went with Captain America because I love thinking back. I want to see that again. It was a really fun event. It made me feel like Summer is handsome. He's just so handsome. And
I don't know. Captain America is just so boring. It was really, like, seriously, I don't care about Captain America.
That's
like,
weird that you hate America.
Well, they have to keep him so squeaky clean that he doesn't really have any personality.
That's
Just
what's
like
funny.
Leonardo.
That's why all the jokes were played off of him. Okay.
I'm surprised that Green Lantern is in your number 5. I don't remember you liking that very
I know,
much.
and that's another thing I thought about, like, thinking back. But I can remember scenes from it. I love the beginning. I love the 3D. And I just had to put it on there because it kept coming up when I was debating between Captain America and Thor.
Okay.
Green Lantern. DC.
Do you want to go everybody's 5?
Okay,
and then
everybody's
go to 4,
5,
or do you want to go your whole
everybody's
list? Okay.
Everybody's 5.
I'll go next. So my number 5 it was Horrible Bosses.
Okay.
It was hilarious. Best comedy of the summer.
Better than 50-50? Wasn't a summer movie, was it?
No, it was outside the summer. So
Okay.
there were actually quite a few right after the summer ended
Yeah.
that would definitely be on my list.
That's
if
what was
they were
great
during
about the summer
but-
is there's so many good movies this summer. So a lot of times if a movie isn't good enough, they hold it through the summer and play it after summer's over, so they don't have to challenge. And there was a lot of good movies here at the tail end that maybe couldn't compete with big blockbusters, but
Yeah,
still good movies.
I think it was a pretty weak summer.
You do?
Yeah.
I kind of do too.
It was like the best box office summer ever.
No, dude, it was the worst box office summer
This year?
since like the early
Show me that
90s.
proof.
Since the early 90s, it's the worst summer of
No way.
like the last 2 decades.
You're gonna have to show me that.
Horrible Bosses was also my number 5.
Okay, good choice,
Oh,
Matt.
twins.
Good choice.
It's not even
I
on my
loved
list.
Horrible Bosses. It came out of nowhere. It was kind of like Hangover last year.
Yeah,
it was.
agreed.
2
It
or
was
3 years
totally unexpected. So
What was your number
What's a
4?
shame is that they'll make Horrible Bosses 2, and it's going to be like just the same thing. Like, oh man, I can't believe we're killing our bosses again.
Yeah.
It's going to suck.
Alright, what was your 4, Matt?
But enjoy it. Oh, my number 4 is X-Men Last Stand.
I think you're a couple summers late.
What?
That's all right. The First Class is what
He's
you meant,
oblivious.
First
obviously.
class, first class.
That's like the opposite of Last Stand.
I thought Last Stand was so good that, it's really elongated summer for me.
Alright.
Yeah, I actually X-Men First Class was my number 4 as well. And actually, I was debating between Captain America and X-Men for my number. Or no, sorry, I was not debating between Captain America, Thor, and X-Men for my number 4.
Okay.
So yeah, put in X-Men.
I
I'll
went
tell you
with...
something I liked about X-Men is that they could have tried to like make it fit in with the timeline, but at some point I think they said, you know what, we're just gonna tell a good story, even if it doesn't match the first 3 movies.
I think
And
it
like
matches
that they did
pretty
it.
well.
Yeah, there's a few continuity
It's a
issues,
little loose, but yeah, I mean,
There's a ton.
yeah.
Good.
Alright, my number 4 was Help, because it had to make the list.
Oh,
Stop looking at my
good.
list, man.
Okay, sorry.
Help, I couldn't
I just
leave
don't
it out.
believe you whenever you say these things.
I couldn't leave it out. I liked Help a lot. I was surprised by it, and I look forward to seeing it again. That was a big basis on mine, is what movies do I want to see again?
Sure. Yeah, and I may have had Help somewhere on my list if it would have been true, but I found out that it
Yeah,
wasn't
that really
true.
got,
and
it really,
it really disappointed me. So
yeah. Sorry about that.
it's okay.
Alright, what was your number 3?
Number 3, Midnight in Paris.
Oh,
It was just I loved it. I'm a recent big time Woody Allen fan,
he's got a big time Woody over
Yeah.
it.
so
Well, as big as it can get.
I was a big fan of that.
Yeah. My number 3 was X-Men, Last Class, for all the reasons you guys said.
Okay. Yeah.
Matt?
We're doing our number 3.
Yep.
Sorry, I
Did you
just
fall
started
asleep
thinking
over
of
there?
I thought of all the continuity errors in X-Men First Class that
There weren't that. I mean,
That was a short
there
time.
were some, like what, 3 or 4 fairly large ones. I mean, it's not like.
maybe that'll be our discussion topic because I could do a whole podcast on how many continuity errors there were. But we're gonna move on. I'm gonna say The Guard was my number 3, which I'm not sure if you guys saw that, but if you haven't, you really should. It's kind of this police officer in Ireland, and it's kind of a film noir, but he's just kind of a prickly guy, and he's really funny. And Don Cheadle comes over, who's at the FBI, to help him out, and those two just kind of bounce off of each other. It's a really good movie.
Don Cheadle is one of my favorite actors.
You would love The Guard.
I didn't even see anything about it, but I'll check it out.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've been wanting to see it. So.
It's good.
All right. My number 2, and I had a really hard time with this. At first, I left it off the list. Then I brought it back. Then I took it down. It was all over, but I went with Planet of the Apes. Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
So.
you're a little late on Summers there.
What? Oh, okay.
Planet of the Apes came out
Gotcha.
like 30 years ago.
So, your Planet of the Apes was number 2, but at some point it was off the list for you, like not even in your top 5.
Yeah, because I didn't at first I wasn't thinking about it, but I had this haunting feeling like what movie did you have a really good time with, and you felt like you were watching your friends on screen, and I was like Planet of the Apes.
What?
Yeah, because whenever Matt gets mad, he goes, "No, no."
I do have a pretty good Caesar look, if you give me a second.
How is it, Victor? Victor's the only one who can see it. He's cracking up.
Oh, goodness.
He has the lips of an ape.
All right, Matt.
Matt does. He
What
can-
was your number 2, Matt?
My number 2 was Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Oh my God, dude, twins!
Yeah, I think no debating that movie was pretty awesome.
You got number 2?
No, it's not my number 2.
Oh, okay.
My number 2 is Crazy Stupid Love,
Wow.
which was
Yeah, actually, I love that too.
kind of my huge surprise for the summer. Like I didn't, have, I wasn't expecting much from it, and it just completely blew me away. Had one of my favorite comedic scenes of all time in it. I just thought I love that one. So
Yeah, it was good. Just
that was my number 2.
Yeah, Rise of the Planet of the Apes was my biggest surprise. I didn't think I was going to care about that at all.
Yeah.
that's weird because I knew exactly how awesome it would be.
So my number 1 was actually Rise of the Planet of the Apes for the exact same reasons that you guys said.
I just like that movie because you guys both cried in it.
Just
so it's
amazing.
special to me.
A huge surprise. I think this was like a different surprise than Crazy Stupid Love, which I didn't go in dreading. I thought it may probably be okay, but I love. Whereas Rise of the Planet of the Apes, I actually went in kind of dreading. Like I thought it was gonna be bad,
Yeah.
and it was.
I did too.
I was blown away by it. It was awesome. So that was my number 1.
My
Well-
number. What, Matt?
Go ahead. Go ahead, man.
Alright, and you guys are going to fight me over this, but my number 1, when you're talking about summer movies, was Super 8 for me. Because just thinking back on it, I want to see it really bad again. Why are you laughing again?
You didn't see Matt's face.
Is he making the Caesar face?
It looked like total disappointment across
No,
his
just
face.
because I didn't get to see it, so I can't talk about it because I was still in
Ah.
Afghanistan.
Oh yeah, and that's another reason I really liked it is because I knew that I could enjoy it and Matt wouldn't be able to see it. It was just kind of my thing. That the build up to it, I was waiting for a long time. The previews, I just loved it how they went back to the old style of when they used to, what's it called?
Build
I don't know.
suspense.
Like in the previews.
Tell stories.
No, when they don't show a lot in the preview and they're kind of like saying go to see this stuff. Like we had to go to see the monster, and I
That was
felt.
the J.J. Abrams movies.
Yeah, I like that. I like
Yeah.
that hype, and I wasn't let down like you were with the monster. And it was a fun time. Like it reminded me of when we used to make films together. Like just the kids, a great story with the kids, and I just loved it. And I want to see it again. And it was kind of my best summer memory this year.
It was one of my big summer disappointments.
Did you have to say that right after I gave that really touching speech about how it reminded of you and me?
It's not worth seeing, folks.
Oh. Wow.
I think you're thinking of your privates.
Wow. All right, Matt, number 1.
My number 1, I guess I don't know. I don't really think I planned this out. I think I just read what mine were, but I like Bridesmaids and Crazy Stupid Love. I just kind of paired those together because they were both, I don't know, kind of female-centric comedies. Ish. I don't know.
And you're just so comfortable with girls laughing at you.
Yeah, it reminded me a lot of high school and middle school and elementary school.
And now, really.
Yeah, really now.
Yeah.
No, I thought Bridesmaids was great.
Yeah.
I thought Crazy Stupid Love were both great, and I'm more into comedies, I think, than like.
I couldn't find a spot for Bridesmaids. I wanted to.
I think it was hyped up too much for me. I mean, I liked it. It was funny, but it was just I went in expecting too much from it because everybody's saying it was the next Hangover, and it just is not near as good as the Hangover, in my opinion. So, but yeah, I mean, I liked it.
I don't know if that's my number one. It's in my top 5. Sorry, I screwed that up.
I should have went last.
All right.
That's the thing.
Yeah, I know. I really let everybody.
All right, whose list did you think was the best? Let us know somewhere and tell us your list.
Did you guys have any big disappointments from the summer?
Yeah,
Just
I had.
real quick.
No, I didn't have any disappointments. Oh, Harry Potter. I didn't realize it was a disappointment until I started thinking back. I can't think of any great moment in it. Like, I really thought that was going to be a moment in our lives, and just really, it's just kind of the end of a movie, and
Fell a little flat.
just fell a little flat. It's a great film. What?
Should they have split it up? If it would have been
Into
better?
3 movies?
No, it
Into
would
one.
have been better just one long.
I think
movie
so. They would have left a
instead
lot of stuff out, but
I think that would have been tough.
it would have been tough, but maybe it would have helped. But
Harry Potter was also in my list of disappointments. Also Transformers 3, which I didn't really have much of an expectation for, but I thought it would be better than 2, and it was really just as bad as 2. I don't know.
Yeah. I would say... Sorry.
Matt, you have any disappointments?
Yeah. Well, first of all, Beast appears in the 3rd X-Men movie, but somehow he doesn't have hair, even though they changed that. Also, Professor Xavier.
All right, we're running pretty long here, so thanks for
He can
watching.
walk at the end of the one, but he loses his legs in the first day in class.
What?
I don't know. He
He
loses
can't
the
walk?
ability of his legs. Yeah, he does when he does the flashback when he goes and visits Jean
Yeah.
Grey.
When he
Yeah,
goes with Magneto,
He can move his legs with his mind.
Oh my god.
It's hard. It gives him
I'm
gas.
just saying I liked it.
And he can't control his bowels, so when he doesn't do it a lot. Jerk.